right, guys, welcome back to Beautiful Mind. Today we are going to do our update with the Danielle counts. I did notice that I very quickly moved over some dates and I wanted to revisit them. We were discussing in detail some things regarding Mr. Dan's methods of being able to forecast into the future. And I wanted to just bring that into your view so that we could discuss this in great detail. Okay, so earlier we were discussing these tops, which we wouldn't be seeing for quite a while, 2024, and this one, 2025. All right, so I skipped over this top and this bottom with these two counts right here. And we're just going to quickly take a real good look at this because there's some really amazing things here. And I wanted to share that with you. So let's just take a moment and let's just recap because sometimes I get going a little fast with my studies. And, I forget that not everybody is quite up to speed on these things as I am. So let's just let's go over here. Let's just move this out of the way a bit, and let's just talk about what it is that happened, and let's get an idea. Let's just change this to a better time frame. Let's get a better perspective here, and we'll just bring this right up. And let's get down to business. We're interested in knowing what happened. Just gonna hide some of this stuff here. All right, you guys. So this is what we're talking about. We're talking about this top here, 2017. We're talking about our two counts. Let's go take a look. So it's this top here we're talking about here. All right. So 1,290 days. Well, because I already have all these counts ahead, I'm just going to point them out to you as well. Oh, do you know what? I need to move this out of the way. Sorry. Because it's going to be right in the area where we're looking at. So let's just move this thing down too and get a better perspective. Okay, so we're saying we're going to use our tool. We're going to measure from here and we're going to go out our 184, right, guys? 184. Where is it? Boom. Right here. See that? Can't make this stuff up. And this is what I'm pointing out. Here's your 1290. It's June 21st, 2021. Okay? So, right there. Is that not a significant move and a bottom from there? Is that not an area where we could say Danielle's count caught a bottom? Tops. Now you look at Gann. Gann says tops call bottoms, bottoms call tops. Not always. Sometimes there's a reverse correlation. Okay, so we've showed you that now, and let's take a look at the 190 count on that one. Because I mean, come on, we're here. All right, so we're looking at 190 right there. Boom. See, guys, there's the fast moves, right? Come on, this is what we're looking for. That's why you're on this channel. You're not getting this kind of determinations from the others. All right, so let's move on. We're going to go take a look at the bottom here, and we're going to see what we can learn from this bottom here. We're just going to move this up a little bit, right? So we're talking about this bottom here, okay? All right, let's go take our handy dandy tool. Let's go out. Let's measure it. Okay, what are we looking for again, guys? What are we looking for? 184. All right, let's find it. Boom. Right there. June 20th. See, guys? June 20th, 2022. Would you not say that This is another point where this Danielle count has caught a major bottom, right? Caught this one, and now it's caught this one from this bottom. All right. Well, let's go take a look at the 190 because now I know are you guys are just deep into now going into your charts and ripping them apart, just like I'm showing you how to do that. So what are we looking for? 190. Okay, guys, check it out. The last lower, just the week before, 2 weeks before the lower top here, we had a fall off. Okay, so let's pay attention to this. Right, Mr. Gann, we caught this one, we caught this one, right? We caught this one, and now we're catching this one. This is an area where this is resistance now, guys. You know, I've been talking about my previous tutorials that we could come up and hit these levels, and it certainly is possible. We talked about this in my last tutorial. I did tell you we're just back testing, and that I felt that we would break. In fact, I felt we would break that red trend line and that we would come down and probably see an area that would be this. And let's just go take a look at that real quick, okay? So just revisiting the square of 9 here. Let's just take a look at that, and let's take a look at what I'm saying here, okay? So we were saying that this 23 level here represents right here. And now you go back and look at my tutorials, and I discuss with you that we could roll down and then we could certainly touch this area right here. We have an old top at 34, so this would make a resistance level. And I was stating if this 21 and this 23 didn't hold, the square would find resistance not on the cardinal side, but on the cross. And it's possible that we make it back to this 13, this 11, and as I've stated to you extensively, we could swing all the way back around to this 6 and this 5,000 level, which is in line with this. So we talked about this extensively. So your resistance and overhead support on the square of 9 is here, with your 25 being right here, okay? And now your 21, 22 level right here. What's the next bottom, guys? 13? Are we paying attention to this? We've had a whipsaw down to our 15. Okay, let's just pay attention to that. Let's just be mindful. Okay, so I'm going to take you now to some Danielle, or sorry, not Danielle, excuse me. We are now going to go to our planetary forecasting, and we're going to finish off with our check marks on our boxes, because you guys are extremely resilient and wanting nothing but the truthful knowledge. So here we are. We said that we had some other determinations coming in. So right now we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We were 10 for 10. Okay, so we have some more bottoms that we can check into. And I specifically was stating that the next one would be when Venus had made its 180 degrees from the bottom, and it would occupy the November 23rd degree, or the Scorpio 23rd degree, and that would occur November 11th, and we could expect a bottom around that time. But let's go take a look at the chart and see if November 11th has in fact found a bottom. Okay, well, let's just maybe flip to a better view, because I find that sometimes I have to flip back and forth. All right, so we're on the daily chart now, guys. Let's just be mindful about what it is we're seeing and what we're talking about. So here we go, November 10th, right here. We had this capitulation bottom back to this 15,445. Would you not agree that November 11th We've had a pullback in the bottom. It was November 10th. As you can see, I said November 11th is when we could expect something. And here we are. It's November 10th. You know what? Direct hit. Okay? Check mark. Let's just go ahead and let's just update that. All right? Okay, you guys. Right now, we're 11 for 11 on deck, 100% correct using the WD-GAN method and the system to find and locate lows, tops, changes in trend based on the reoccurring and natural phenomena that exists and the esoteric knowledge used in finding these points. I'm glad that you are enjoying this. I want to bring this about in a truthful approach, and I feel that this is very beneficial and that you are, in fact, getting some really deep and amazing education. And it's not because of me, but it's because something inside me is driving me to research Mr. Gann and present this material to you in the best way I can. So let's just keep moving forward. So we have two more determinations coming up. We're not quite there yet. So Mercury is going to move it into the 180-degree area and will occupy the degree of Sagittarius at 4 degrees. And that will occur November 20th. So again, guys, right now we're 11 for 11 on deck, 100%. So November 20th, right? That's our next bottom, and I expect a fast move up. You betcha, we're gonna get a dead cat bounce there. So just watch this. I'm expecting a low and a fast move here when Mercury makes it there. Okay, so what do we have after that? Well, we have this December 19th when the sun finally comes in and occupies Sagittarius at 26 degrees, and that won't occur until December 19th. Go back and look at my other tutorials. We talk about this, and I'm expecting that, you bet, we're going to have, right, our Santa rally. It's going to have this, we're going to have this pullback into this bottom, and then maybe another shoot back up and a dead cat bounce into the brand new year, and then a fall off. So we're just going to be mindful of all this stuff, right? So far, Mr. Gann's method of finding lows using his esoteric approach of studying the natural reoccurring phenomena of these celestial bodies moving around the circle and making these points and engaging in them. Okay? So just, we're being mindful. Are we going to see another bottom November 20th and December 19th? Well, not necessarily, but right now, all these check marks are filling up these boxes, so it's looking possible and likely that we will, in fact, be putting a check mark in these two boxes. And I suspect that you'll be watching and patiently waiting for that and aligning yourself correctly and safely in your trading approaches. All right, so we're going to move on now. I wanted to bring that up to your attention, and hopefully that has satisfied the update for the finding the lows for WD GAN. So we're just going to be mindful of all this stuff, and I'm expecting a bit of a rally back up. I was saying in the last tutorial that we would most likely go take a look at my tutorials. I present this in a very truthful manner and approach. I said that we would most likely break this red trend line and move down and have an aggressive move. And as you guys know, I'm a super bad news bears. That's right. I make no apology for that. And I was calling back here that the amplitude of these moves, I was expecting it to move down and maybe contact some of these Fibonacci channel lines that we have established. However, it looks as if we are establishing yet again uh, yet again. Okay, guys, I'm just going to move this out of the way for a second here. We're right now in the cycle. We're doing this right now, and we're going to have a little sucker rally and a Santa rally. Similar, very similar in structure to this. And I have a lot of feedback from people asking me what this could look like. So moving forward, you know, what are we talking about? Well, and you guys know me. I love to compare current and past events. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to compare this event now. And oh, whoops! I think I just used the wrong tool. Sorry, guys. This is a tool we need right over here. Bars pattern. There we go. All right, let's just go and tear this thing apart. All right, so we're going to bring this over and superimpose it on our chart as soon as storm game has calmed down. And we're going to try and line it up pretty much exactly because that's kind of how I like to do things. All right, so we were talking that we're in the cycle about here or right here. So we've superimposed. Let's not lose our minds. Let's just be mindful here. This is just a comparison. And as you know, we are talking about the Fed. The Fed was going to meet right here on the 13th and 14th, right? So another fake out top. It's looking kind of eerie. And I've told you that from this 11th, when Venus has made its 180-degree maneuver, that we'd have a bottom. And that's exactly and precisely what happened. So pay attention to this. I know a lot of you GAN people in this community and the regular viewers, you're all putting some really big things together. And I'm delighted that you're learning something from all this. This is really important stuff. Pay attention to it. Anybody can do this. You don't have to be a mathematician and love computer sciences like me. Anybody can do this. It's just a circle. Just got the same degrees around it, and we're just following the natural, reoccurring celestial bodies, recreating relationships, right? We're looking for relationships. 45, 90, 135, 180, 270, 360. That's what we're looking for. Cycles, right? Okay, so in this, I was telling you that, or I was explaining, and together we were discussing on this channel that this 21-22 level is a very strong level, and we've been talking about this here on this channel. And if we can't make it above these levels, that is showing extreme weakness. And you can go back and look at my Square of 9 tutorials where I talk about this, and we would most likely spin back. And sure enough, we have. The Square of 9 is very powerful. This is not a kid's tool. This is how come you're not able to find the tops and bottoms and whatnot, because you've just finally stumbled upon my channel and have found calculating tools and time calculating tools that have worked forever and ever and ever. And this is the reason why you have been not able to find all the tops and bottoms. Now, these all correlate and they make tops and bottoms in relationships. And that's what we're interested in. We're interested in finding relationships. All right. So, are we going to break out and make up to this 70? I have a lot of people that ask me, oh, finally, when is it going to break out? Well, guys, I'm a bad news bears. I'm sorry, but we have cryptocurrency regulations that are coming up. We have a great reset. We have a bunch of really bad things happening. And if this 19,000 level here, if we can't if we can't get above this 19,000 level, and I've been speaking about this, if we back test this and can't get above these older tops here, this top right here, this top, and particularly this top, which is looking very fleeting, and it's looking like we're never going to attain this 25, because right now we're having a tough time trying to keep up and stay up above this. That's right. And as you know, we've moved back to this, right? From 23, right? Right from here, guys. Like, sorry, from right here, guys. Take a look. All right. This is the 23,000 level right here. Okay? Pay attention to this. And it's exactly 180 degrees and coupled with this 15,000. Okay. So moving forward, what are we seeing? Well, we superimposed a few different scenarios based on the Fed, and we were looking for extrapolations. And it was looking like we could be hugging and back testing this trend line. I talked about this trend line extensively in my past 2 tutorials, that if we can't get above this ring right here and sit on this trend line, guys, it's Humpty Dumpty, and you know what? We're gonna probably be going back to this 6,000 level, and don't forget, 180 degrees from this 15 is 8, so it's likely and possible that we come down and sit down on these levels before trying to figure out whether or not this is going to be a top for us or another level that we need to pay attention to and be mindful of. So we're just going to use all the time dates. We're using our square of 9. We're using our planetary bodies to find out the next relationships for bottoms. And I've laid all those out for you months, weeks, and years in advance. And anyone wishing to dispute that can see that I'm calling for all of these bottoms to, in fact, take place in the future. We have 2 more coming up, and we're going to fill in. There are going to be check marks on all those boxes. Then we have Mars. Mars has, in 2023, April 28th, July 14th, and May 23rd. So you just mark these on your calendar and just keep coming back and stay in touch with this channel. We're gonna point out the truth, and we're gonna stand behind it. And each one of these boxes is going to have a check mark, and it's not because I'm right. It's because the research that I'm doing of Mr. Gann is proving to be correct, and I am taking very deep note of that, and I feel that you should do the same too. Okay, so what can we expect moving forward again? Well, guys, after this January period, I was telling you we could have a fall off, and what did I say? I'm a February what? That's right, a February bad news bears. That's right. Just gonna sip on Moon Boy tears. Is that gonna happen? Well, not necessarily, but it is possible and likely that we could see something happen in those areas. So we're going to pay really close attention. And the reason that I talk about those dates, as you guys know, I have I think they're further back here, but let's just have a real quick look. And we're going to find all those little texts and things that I have populated on here. Stormgain's telling me I have too many things on here. It doesn't want to work for me sometimes. Okay, so Let's go find it again. Where's our text? Yeah, there's one. There's another one. All right. So here's our old observations. I've left that on there because I felt that you guys needed to see that. Thank you, Stormgain, for. It's really mad at me, Stormgain. Keeps flashing, won't allow me to do stuff. So I have all these forecasts made back. You know, July, July and August. I was putting out these tutorials. So we're watching for this, okay? And I was expecting by the 28th we could be down to these low levels, and we haven't hit them quite yet. So, but it's happening. The Fed is slowly chewing away at Bitcoin. Let's be real. I mean, take a look, guys. You know. Also, I want to point out another one of my. Just going to get rid of this right now, and we're going to go look at my other count, the WDGAN counts that I put out that show the monthly changes. Okay, so you know what? It's I've just got to wait for Stormgain again to calm down. Okay, and yeah, we're going to find that, and I'm going to show you those counts because you have seen that several times in my tutorials. And I think maybe it's that one right here. No, not that one. Where is that one? Okay, so maybe what we'll do is we'll just ixnay that. And that's really annoying. Maybe it's really far out there. But we're going to find it because we're talking about this stuff. I'm not letting this go. I'm chewing on this. Here it is right here. Exactly. Okay. All right, Stormgain, buzz off. All right, you guys, so here it is. We're talking about these counts. This is exactly what Mr. Gann is talking about when he is discussing that you need to make your counts. And, okay, Stormgain, come on. I seriously have to find another platform. Okay. Mr. Gann uses percentage levels. Go look at his books and courses. He talks about using percentage levels. He talks about counts from all the tops and from all the bottoms and utilizing them. All right. So I've done this. Okay. And these are reoccurring percentage levels of bottoms we've seen in the past in the bear markets that have previously unfolded. Okay. So we're talking about our monthly counts. Mr. Gann does monthly counts. Go look at all my books and courses regarding Mr. Gann. Mr. Gann talks extensively about percentage levels, counts, your day counts, your minute counts, your weekly counts, your monthly counts, your weekly everything. He counted everything. Absolutely everything. All right. What are we looking at? Well, moving forward, we were talking that it's possible and likely that we have this big fake out, and I was talking about this retesting this area, and it's looking an awful lot like we might come back up and retest this area. So I just wanted to bring all this into your view because you know no one else is talking about this kind of stuff, and I'm here to open up and declare that we are in fact going to find all the reoccurring phenomena, and we are going to track it, and we're going to share it with you. All right, Stormgain is just so happy with me. All right, so Moving forward, I have quite a few people messaging me about what I see moving forward, and these are my prognosis, guys. I know you don't like the fact that I'm not telling you it's going to 70,000 and $1 million. You won't hear me say that ever, unless I feel that the conditions have changed and that the square of nine has confirmed that we have in fact met our time frames and that the price level has squared out and made a relationship with time as well. So this is what we're looking for. So it's possible we have into this new year, right? We get our Santa Claus rally. We have a little pullback, and then into this January period, we have this tip top pattern, this fake out breakout, and then we have the rollover. And as you guys know me, February, that's right, bad news bears. That's right, Humpty Dumpty. Just nothing but moon boy tears. That's right. So that's my prognosis. Go back, check out my tutorials. I talked about we were going to break this. I did say that. We were going to break this and have a pullback. So lo and behold, Venus made it to the 11th, and we had a bottom on the 10th. So direct hit. All right. Share this with your colleagues and tear it to pieces, and just be very mindful of the things that we're doing here, and guard yourself. Make sure that you stop losses properly, and you're mindful. Make sure you wait for the time dates. Don't jump into the market because you could be fluctuating. Mr. Gann removed all emotions from all his trading and his research. He did not allow any of it to enter, and you shouldn't let any of it enter into your trading or your thinking. You need to use logical and sensible determinations, and you need to stand behind them. If you have any questions or concerns and would like to know some more things, I'd be delighted to discuss any of the pertinent material that is relative to this subject. And peace and love to all of you. Tear my stuff to pieces. Safe trading. See you again on Beautiful Mind as we speak about Bitcoin in its totality.